Math 122, we're looking at week number 3's homework about simple interest. Let's check out some of the problems and figure out how we're going to approach these. Number 1, I'm giving you $1,500. I'm giving you 3% simple interest, and I'm telling you 6 years. You need to tell me the total money and the total interest earned. Well, that's your homework problem. I change the numbers. Same problem. You'll understand my method, and then you'll apply it when you get to your homework. So how are we going to approach this? Well, the first thing is simple interest. By the way, this video is going to be all simple interest. Next video is going to be on the compound interest. So the simple interest formula is I equals P times R times T. You say, where'd that come from? Check the lecture notes. You'll see all that information is there. Now it's just looking at the numbers in the problem, and let's figure out where they go. First of all, the investment, right? The number I invest. Investment is also going to be your principal, your P. P is like your starting value, how much money I begin with, $3,700. R is going to stand for my rate, my percentage. So I got 2.4%. Do not put 2.4 in the formula. Things will end up a little mistaken. Let's take that let's take that percent and let's turn it into a decimal by moving the dot. 2 places like that. If this method looks a little confusing, you can divide it by 100 and you should get the same answer, 0.024. I moved it 2 places and filled in the extra space with the 0. That number is going to go into my equation. Now I'm 2/3 of the way there. I just need my T. T stands for time, right there. No funny stuff, no calculations, no nothing. Take the 8 and put it in. Thank you, Mr. Calculator. 710.4. Wait a minute, that's money. We're talking about money. So let's give it the proper label. That's what I'm looking for. Dollar sign. We're talking about money here. So you have now found the interest for this issue, but I want the total money. Total money. How does total money work? I started with $3,700, and interest is the money I get on top of extra. You put the money in the bank gives me that extra money, the interest. You put it together, $4,410.40. We got it. Total amount and the interest earned. One problem, but you need 2 different answers. Okay, so that's the basic, straightforward, calculate simple interest. Here, I've got something different. I'm telling you the final amount. Well, and I just switched the numbers. Your answer on this is going to be, I think, $1,000. I'm going to do it with 3,000. You'll see what's going on. Okay, first of all, we got the formula. We know it's the same formula. What else do we know? Well, we got 2%. Move the dot 2 times. 1, 2, and fill it with a 0. 0.02 goes in for my rate. We know the time. 30 months. So I put, wait a minute, I got a trick on you. That's 30 months. Months, there's 12 months in a year, so we need to divide this by 12. Take out your calculator. You can do this calculation, even though there's some letters here, you can do 0.02 times 30, divide by 12. You can do that calculation on the initially, and you get 0.05. Okay, well, we still got all these letters here. What's going on? How are we going to approach this? Well, you need to pull in another piece of reasoning. You need to say, well, the final amount, which for me is 3,000, is equal to the 3,000, my final amount. It's equal to the principal plus the interest, because remember, that's how you get your money. You put the money in the bank, your principal, and the interest cuts on top of it. How are we going to connect this? There's an equation on the top, and an equation. How do we connect it? Well, we already know the I is equal to this P times 0.05. And if you'd say, what? How do we know that? Well, that was the beginning. That's what we did. So now we have this long equation down here. The P, well, just the P is just like 1P because there's only 1P sitting there. 0.05 times P is like 0.05P. I'm combining like terms if you speak the algebra language. Okay, so I got all that stuff lined up and we put them together. 1P plus 0.05P, put it together as 1.05P. There's only one step left to go, and it's a very basic algebra. Divide. So I'll let you do that. I'm not going to go ahead and solve this one right away, but I'll let you understand this process. And it's the exact same process you will apply to number 3 on the homework. Do you have more questions about this? I'm going through this quickly, and I'll be honest, that number 3 is a tricky problem. There's a lot of stuff going on. Absorb this. If you do have questions on Monday, today, the 24th of October, there's some time. There's a Zoom meeting ID. You got this website, you got the meeting ID, you should be able to put all this together and join in an online tutoring session. We can get through all that stuff. So tonight, this is in a couple hours, if you log into this website and there's a meeting ID, you will be able to discuss those problems in more in-depth. If Monday's not working out, tomorrow, Tuesday, this would be the 25th of October, we got another one, 12 to 2, same thing. Log into that Zoom website. Here's your code, and we can sit down and we can chat about any details on these problems. So there's a brief explanation of the simple interest, a couple ways to get in touch, and more videos on compound interest are going to be coming tomorrow.